Hello again there YouTube. This is your next tutorial on how to draw. We had a good bit of feedback on the last video of how to draw a horse. We've seen some very nice drawings that have been done. We had a Time Lord one, had a horse with a hat. That one was particularly good. Someone's using that as their desktop background now, which is quite pleasing to hear. We've had a request in to draw a robot for this week's episode. So I found a picture of a robot online. As you see, he looks very robot-y. I think his name's Mr. Roboto. He's got a little lantern there. Now we don't want to concentrate on the lantern as such, but more on the rest of the robot. So I've got my paint canvas set up here, and we'll get drawing. I'm just going to make sure I've got the right size pen. Here we go. Now the first thing we're going to draw is the head. Because obviously the head's very important in a robot. Without that, it's not going to do anything. So we go across, down. So you want a nice square basically. Nice straight lines, no wobbliness, and so on. Now, because this is paint, we can utilise the circle tool, and that's what we're going to do for the eyes. And the nose is sort of triangular. Now, fortunately, there's not really a triangle. Well, actually, there is. There's one right here. There we go. Look at that. We learn something new every day. And a rectangle for the mouth. And what we're going to do is we're just going to draw those lines in there like that for the mouth. Just so the robot looks a bit more human. And he's got some circles down the side. I think they might be war marks or something, perhaps scars of a battle that he was once in. Or perhaps they symbolise every other robot he's destroyed. We'll give him some eyes and some pupils. That one's not very good. There we go. Now, next thing to do is the ears of the robot, which we're just going to simply draw like that. And next is the neck. I'm not going to draw the little circles in this time because we'll come back to them later. So we need to now concentrate on the body. Now, if you notice, the body is sort of like a tooth shape. It goes up and round there between the legs. So we're going to draw this in one simultaneous line. So come across, down, in a little bit, and then down for the legs. Across, up for the legs, across for the crotch, down, across, up, out a little bit, back up. And there you go, there's the robot's body. Now you can add the legs on, just like so. Come round like that. There we go. Next thing to do is the arms. The arms have got this little coily spring on, so we can draw that by doing a little bit like that and some lines on it, and that looks like a coily spring. The next thing is to actually draw the arm itself. So it'll come out like that, and then we go up, around for the top of the arm, down, and we got the elbow of the robot. Definitely want to get that right so he can bend and whatnot. Comes down, sticks out. And the next thing he's got a little claw. Now, you don't have to draw a claw. You can draw whatever you want on the robot's arms. I'm just following this image so you have an idea. It would be nice to see what other utensils you give your robots. Perhaps you can give the robot now a spork or something. Something, you know, make it more useful around the house. I'm not entirely sure what a small claw will be able to do. Just drawing the second arm in. Just going to draw a claw on this one as well. As I said earlier, we're not going to be focusing on the lantern. There we go. Now we're going to add some detail onto the body. So we've got the control panel. Obviously it's very important for the robot to be controlled. Some grates there. And I think they're air vents to keep the robot cool. So obviously there's a lot of electronic components inside. Don't want it to overheat. rectangle there. And I think this button here is the on button. So it's very important you give that a robot, because if this drawing was to ever become sentient, you're going to need a way to turn it off. I mean, I don't know if you've seen Terminator, but I'm pretty sure that's based on a true story. So definitely put the on button on. Okay, whenever you're drawing a robot, always draw the on button. Okay. Probably best that you also make it an off button, because if it's just an on button, you won't be able to turn it off. You'll only be able to turn it on, and that could be bad. So, oh, we've got to do the little kneecap bits. There we go. I'm just going to draw some dots around there for the nail holes. There we go. Just draw a little bit of lightning bolt in there. And that's our robot pretty much done. Now, once again, like the horse, it doesn't look exactly like the image. The whole point of this tutorial was to try and show you how to go about drawing the robot. So what to do first and then what to follow on. But I think this is pretty similar. I think it looks quite good. Again, I'm not going to colour it in. I'm going to put this video up for download for you guys so you can download it, colour it in, add extra bits on it, give it different weapons or utensils, for example. It doesn't have to be a weapon. You know, maybe draw the robot, little robot friend. You know, follow the tutorial yourself and draw it out and see what you can do. I haven't got a video planned for the next one, so if you want to leave another comment on what you recommend me draw for you guys, then I'll be happy to do that. And that's it, so thank you very much.